What's up everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to do a bonus tutorial. We are going to be drawing a shading drawing of the doctor. So let's go ahead and start. For this lesson I'm going to be using a mechanical pencil, but you are welcome to use any other pencil. It will not matter. Just concentrate on the drawing and you will also need an eraser because we are going to be making guidelines first and later we are going to be rubbing that out. So let's go ahead and start this episode. For this lesson we are going to start drawing a straight line coming down. So start from the top and go back down. Now we are going to be drawing a straight line horizontally. Start from here. Out. Now we are going to use these four lines. These two lines which we have divided to make the square of the doctor. So let's start. Let's move 3 fingers. Let's measure 3 fingers here and draw a line here. Same with this. Measure it here. Just imagine that you are measuring it the spot which is really okay for you, you think that it will form a square. So I think these all sides I have divided are equal, so I am leaving it like that. Now let's draw the square. Start from a straight line coming here. We're gonna move that down, connecting that line which we just measured. Same thing we're gonna do that in this side. And now we're gonna just close that out. Let's draw the wires of the let's just start drawing the body. So let's start by drawing a straight line connecting this line. Let's do the same thing in this side also. Now we are just going to draw the doctor's, like, what do we call it? It's like a white coat, but a tear apart one. So like that, straight line, bend that down. Let's do the same thing over here. Straight line, move one line down. Now we are going to go ahead and add little bit detail in this drawing. Let's start from the head. We are going to be drawing, there is a coat again here. So let's draw a straight line here. Out, draw this vertical line and bring that out of the square. And you're going to bring this line down connecting to this part of the square. Now let's go ahead and connect this part of the line to this part of the line. Now let's move this line down. Now we are going to draw the television. So start from here. We are just going to trace the leftover lines out like that and in like that. Now for this doctor pose we are going to draw his eyes. So here we are going to be drawing a circle. So start from here, out, this is the eyeball of the doctor. So we are going to be drawing this circle like that. Now we are going to be drawing. We are going to be completing the eyes. So we are going to move down, draw a straight line out. Let's do the same thing over here. Now what you're gonna do, draw a line, but end that at the middle of that line, because when you divide it at the middle, there is also a middle line. So you have to end that line at that point. Now let's draw another line coming down, but in the opposite direction. Let's do the same thing over here. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna draw one line over here. Just draw a rectangle. Now we have done with the guideline of the face. Let's move down and draw the guidelines of the body. So we are going to be drawing first the neck. Start a straight line out here. Same thing over here. Draw a curved line. Draw a curve over here. Now let's move out here. Let's do the same thing over here. Out. And then we are gonna draw a straight line over here. And you're gonna connect that over here. Let's do the same thing, but it's gonna be a little bit different. So you're going to be drawing a straight line here, go up, back down, and then connect that with this part of the body. Now we are going to be connecting this part, but there is an arm in between. So we are going to be drawing a straight line over here. Bring that straight line down. Let's draw the body. First we're gonna move down here. Now we're gonna be drawing another arm. So this part will be like mostly blocked because we're not drawing the whole body. We're just drawing the face part only. So now we're going to be connecting these lines again. Now we are done with our rough sketch. Let's go ahead and erase some of these guidelines. Now with the rough sketch done, now we are going to add more details to the drawing. So I always like to start from the eyes, so we're going to darken up it. So start from the eyes. We're going to trace the circle shape. We are just going to highlight the drawing but adding some details along the way. Now we're drawing two circles over here. curve the edges out. Same thing over here, we'll curve the edges out. And again adding some details along the way. Now let's refine the shape of the hat, redefine it. Start from here, just adding some little bit wobbly lines. Let's add some details to the top part. So we will draw one line down. You're just going to draw some random lines. Draw a dust part over here, and we're going to let it shade it out. Let's just draw it for now. These parts you have to lightly draw because you should not see this, but this is just for the effect. Now with the face done, we are going to go down and add some details in the body. Now the body, I just drew a rough sketch, but there is a lot more details in the body, so follow along and enjoy the video. Now you will just draw some random cracked lines so that it should have the effect that this cloth is like torn off. Bring that down. Back up. And again draw this lightly because we are later going to shade that in. Now let's add some detail over here. Dark this. You really gotta dark this out. Now this part of the cloth is done. Let's go ahead and add some more details to the other side of the cloth. So again, make the cloth torn out. So that's why I'm adding some cracks around it, like spiky, like any type of it, so that it doesn't look like it's torn out. Just add some little bit torn up outside over here and connect that with this one. Rectangle shape over here. Phase that out. Draw 3 lines. I mean 2 lines. Let's adjust, like add some more details to the collar part. So here basically he has a lot of wires, so first I'm going to be drawing the wires. Over here, out, in, over here, one more wire. Now we're going to draw a rectangle shape, but its outer, like its sides are curved. Now from that we will draw the neck part, whatever part is left, and now draw some few lines in the middle. Let's go ahead and readjust the arms. Same thing over here. So draw a straight line, and here basically it's the same part, same thing, just we are doing it in the other arm. just adding a little bit more details, that's all. It's not that hard. And again drawing some particle dust which we are later going to shade that out, so do not draw this very darkly. Just going ahead and erasing the leftover guidelines. Now only the shading part is left, so let's follow along. So let's start with the head. So here, remember we draw the particles, we are just going to shade that really lightly. Now what we're going to shade this out till over here. This should be as same as the part you have shaded the particles. Now you are going to, in the middle part which we drawn, this should be a little bit more darker, and now you're going to fade that out. I'm just shading, and then this drawing is done. Now you're going to darken this part out because this is a shadow. Fill this in. Now you'll darken this part out. Now shade the TV part very lightly, but not that lightly, not as much lightly as the dust particles we have shaded. Now darken the sides out. Darken out the buttons and darken out this rectangle part. Now we're just darkening up the top part of the eye and lightly fading that out. And we're just adding one more detail for the face. should be very dark, but not as dark as you color it in black. Now we're going to add some TV effects to the doctor. So we're going to draw straight lines so they can like act as a TV effect. And some lines we're going to darken that out so that it look like a TV. Shade the corners. Now for the shirt, now for the body, we are not going to shade that much, but we are going to shade, but not as much as the head. Shade that. Oh yeah, we are going to do this also. Shade up these particles. We're going to shade the outer layer of the wires, but only one side of it. And just at the starting of the head, darken that out and lightly fade that out. Dark this part out. Let's dark this part out. Now you're just going to shade this part out very lightly. Adding some drip effects to make it a little bit more exhausted. I'll get this part out. We are just adding the last part and then we are just done with the doctor. Going back to the square part and lightly shading, lightly darkening it up. As we get close to the end, I am adding some last touching, and always make sure to sign your artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's how to draw Harley Sawyer, also known as the Doctor. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you want to see more bonus tutorials, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.